So, as the continuation of Lesson 2, the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers, relationship with the secondary and tertiary stakeholders. First thing first, ethic is the study and philosophy of human conduct on the determination of right or wrong. So, it is the basic principle of right action. So, here in Article 3, which talk about the teacher and the community. So before we go on, I am from Group 1, Reporter number 4, Ms. Marivic Baratas. So the school and the community are the front lines of the teacher's educational reach because the teacher or the school serves as the center of educational pursuits, while the institutions and establishments of the community serves as the extended learning centers and sources of instructional materials. The teachers are very influential in the lives of the children and the community of the school. So here in section 1, a teacher is a facilitator of learning and of the development of the youth. He shall, therefore, render the best service by providing an environment conducive to such learning and growth. So why the teacher be called a facilitator? So what is facilitator? So let's find out. So a facilitator is the person who assists a group of people in grasping at their common targets and achieving them without any intervention on his or her behalf. So a teacher must recognize that interest and welfare of the students is her or his first and foremost concern, and handle the students justly and impartially. So, therefore, when we see a teacher has to play the role of a facilitator in the classroom, this means that the teacher should not be the king or queen who controls the activities of the learners. So, the teachers should grant the learners some space to let the spirits of creativity and innovation. So, in other words, the learners must get involved into an active participation that would be represented in argumentative discussions and teamwork activities so that the process of learning become more comprehensive. So, just like at the photos. Yes. So, in order for students to learn, teacher must develop the habit by providing an environment that is conducive to learning, to such learning and growth. Why? Because it is one of the most important factors affecting students' learning. Such an environment provides relevant content, clear learning goals, and feedback opportunities to build social skills and strategies to help students succeed. Of course. So, all teachers shall render the best services, ensuring that environment is conducive for learning and development. It is obligatory, and teachers have always followed this. Classrooms and schools were always designed to be conducive for learning to the expense of using their own dough for such. Now, section 2. Every teacher shall provide leadership and initiative to actively participate in community movements for moral, social, educational, economic, and civic betterment. So, our teachers shall live with dignity in all places at all times and maintain a dignified personality which could serve as model worthy to emulate learners, peers, and others. So, here, the example, as you can see, we need to involve in the community service. So, just like when I was in high school, we plant trees and also cleaning the coastal areas if your school is near to the coastal areas. So that's it. So maybe, so if the teacher or the students will be involved in this kind of services, maybe it is the time for the government to give allowances for the teachers for this purpose. So additionally, teachers have to build community linkages, provide extension services and outreach program to eventually address the needs of their community and the society as well. So doing any of this act is a noble. So it is a noble act. So next, teachers are not only teaching or teachers addressing the ignorance of the enrolled learners, but as well as have to render services that communities and groups would likely benefit the prophet. So in section 3, every teacher shall merit reasonable social recognitions, for which purpose he shall behave with honor and dignity at all times, and refrain from for such activities such as gambling, smoking, drunkenness, and other excesses, much less illicit relations. So every teacher must maintain a harmonious and pleasant personal and official relations with other professionals, government officials, and with other people individually or collectively. So just like as you can see in the photos, so a teacher must not be involved in that kind of activities, especially when a teacher is in public. So it's really not good for students to see his or her teacher doing that. So like this also, drunkenness and other excess that students might see it. If you can't control those activities, then why can't you do it privately at home? So like that. So they should not engage to immoral acts and other doings that not permitted or allowed by the law. So again, teacher are role model. So let us be more cautious and let us bear with our mind that we are the role model in society or in individual lives. So the priceless social recognition and awarded everywhere. So we can help but be very dignified every single moment. So lastly, every teacher has to study and understand local customs and traditions. No bad mouthing or belittling of the certain groups, practices and beliefs in a community. So it is not acceptable expressly coming from a mentor. So if we become a teacher or a mentor, so it's really not good to hear from you that you belittling or we badmouth our students or any individual. So thank you.